I wanted to have some fun playing in a pretty challenging level in Inquisitor Martyr. This is my level 100 Psycher regular season character. Um, I like this character. Now this is a random mission, so it doesn't have as many debuffs, hazards as a intel mission or an Ordos mission. Um, I suppose on par with a Void Crusade, depending on your level benefit. So this was a level 107, and then I put down, I guess, the Murder card, or the Reaper. I forget which one this is. This is Venom right here. I don't need experience points, so I'm not running the Murder card. Actually, let's just take a look. The Grim Reaper, plus 11. And what's that? He gives... I don't really care about the high quality items, actually, now that I'm reading that. I do care about tarot cards. What does this man do? So, interesting. So this one has a chance to duplicate an item for each one in the reward pool. That's also what this one does. No, this one. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm looking for this one. Momentum. Gain chance to duplicate an item. So if you want tarot cards, which I do, I'm playing the Venom card. Increased chance to get tarot cards and Imperial Seals. And this one, if I get a tarot card, now I have a chance to have 2 tarot cards for every tarot card I get in the reward pool. And let's go look at this one. Grim Reaper says, increased chance to gain high quality items. I'd like that card, and I certainly would play it on a Void Crusade final mission, or if I was going to kill a Soul Grinder and get a massive amount of loot. And I'm looking for high quality loot, but right now I'm actually just looking for tarot cards. I always want good loot. I agree with that. But let's go ahead and play this one, because this now has a chance to, again, further increase the chance that I get more tarot cards. So I'm going to deselect and then do the select. All right, so I'm stacking my odds of finding tarot cards. So before we start that, go to inventory. Let's make sure I use all my tarot cards, if there aren't any that I've collected. And that way I'll have a decent sense of how many cards I pick up doing this. And hopefully I win. Don't want to get smoked while I'm flaunting. Now, what am I doing? Let me look at my character. This character has lots of gear that increases their attributes. That's something I spent a lot of time with Omicron trying to achieve, making sure that I had achieved certain levels that I wanted. Mostly the Psi-focus ones for helping me control my warp heat. I set this up a little while ago. I don't entirely remember everything, but I certainly wanted better critical hits. I don't really use warp damage, but the way your attributes pay off in the game, it's always worth it to just stack them up. Have as many attributes as you can. I wanted to make sure I can't get one-shotted too easily. Psychers can totally be just one-shotted by a sniper if you don't use a lot of armor, or they don't have like Crusader level armor at all. So Blessing of Saint Victorious helps quite a bit. I don't try to run warp heat hot, so as long as my warp heat's really low, I get a bonus from that. And when people die, I get a bonus from killing them. So if I play a level, though, where it's hard to kill them and it's slow, it can actually really slow down my offense. Or it makes me run warp heat hot, and then I start having to use my force rod a lot more. Because I'm not really building this guy like a berserker. He's built more to do just a lot of heat. I have so much fire coming out of this dude. It's really kind of pretty. A lot to try to do movement and cooldowns. I really, as you can see, I could probably stand to do more in my resistance. But instead I focused on things like causing burning, causing heat, and then heat that causes burning. And it's tougher, of course, when they have like heat reflection or something like that, but whatever. Lots of criticals. It's not the easy, you know, if I don't have any crits on that mission, I actually have a piece of gear that can give me an enraged token on kills, I guess. And that way I can still get enraged tokens, which my build does use a lot of enraged tokens. So that means like on my gear, I also have rules that then give me like, you know, plus this much % damage per enraged token, on top of the benefit that the enraged token has, which is a 8% per enraged token, 8% per enraged token bonus to your damage. But you can have 20 of them, and then you can have lots of different gear, which we'll go see in a second. Bare minimum on this, wanted to improve my critical hits, and at some point, energy shield gained on hit, I definitely use that on like Molten Beam and Exterminate. But I think I also have, well, I gotta check that. I thought I had all sorts of armor piercing. I rearranged my passive tree a little bit ago, and I wasn't paying too much attention. I wonder if I forgot to turn, you know, to reselect, because in order to get some benefit, I had to max out a tree, and then I used one of those scrolls so I could reset it. Yeah. Inocular capacity sometimes comes up. All right, let me go look at myself. I recently just put this one back on. I had it off for a little bit, but my build, I have gear that reinforces stuff like, don't I have vulnerability stackers? Yeah, so I try to stick these little cards in that add vulnerabilities. So now my heat vulnerability that I'm applying to enemies on a burn effect, which if I hit them with the critical, they're going to burn. If they, I do so much exterminate, and exterminate is a heat attack. It's not a burn attack. It's not a DOT, and it's not an area of effect. It's an attack upon an individual that's walking through a small space, and then it, on criticals, it causes burn. So it's doing heat damage. It causes burns. The burns cause heat vulnerabilities. It all makes everything worse for everybody that's on the receiving end of it. And I'm trying to radiate heat. Again, I'm not doing like a berserk build. I'm trying to shed heat. I forget what shock does. Maybe I get a benefit from shock. That might be something I tweak. There's not a lot of enchantments on this. There should be 6, right? I'm just exploring what that relic enchantment is worth for me. And this one's kind of similar, but I actually I do okay just causing DOT. Don't I have a lot of DOT stuff? Yeah, a lot of benefits for DOT. Actually, since I cause bleeding, that would actually be worth getting, since my build right here, critical hits. Yeah, so because slowed is a significant detriment to my enemies, I definitely have benefited from that a lot. Aren't I doing slow on critical hits? I have got to see. All right, so I cause enrage, you know, enrage on critical hit. This one I can switch out for a piece of gear that gives me like an enrage token on, I think, kills. Been a while. I got to go look at it. Okay, 13% chance to slow on a burning skill hit. I don't know. A skill hit, does that mean something different than just causing burning through like hitting them with exterminate, and then that also causes burn? I kind of think it does. I mean, it doesn't. Whatever the case is, I cause a lot of slow when I hit people, so I think it works. I might have to check that and make sure I did that well. I've kind of, after reading a bit about how vulnerability works in this game and understanding it better, I went and added more vulnerability stuff to my character. But I think I also need to make sure I am, like, I don't know if shocked's worth anything to me. So that might be something I'll replace. Wish I could click on shocked and get a definition. Because I've had gear, though, that would be like, when enemies are shocked, they do such and such. Okay, so Apparently my build would be better if I went to Puritan. In fact, I would even have much prettier armor. I'm kind of sad. But anyway, let's see how my vulnerability combined with enrage tokens. Not totally fully optimized in my opinion, because there's still some like loose ends on the character. But it's still a pretty beefy character. Very explosive. Now I have to proceed somewhat slow. A lot of my defense comes in the form of shield drain and life drain. So incidentally, a lot of my... What am I talking about? A lot of my defense comes from doing incredible amounts of offense. So I can stand there and take a punch as long as there's a steady supply of people to kill. So I'm shedding warp heat and just to kill and do explosive amounts of damage and life drain to keep myself alive.
Demons, heretics, enact the Emperor's will and purge the universe of their taint. Let hatred be our shield and their blood our salvation.
All right, I can't see the map because of my stupid face. So I'll look at the maps some of the time here through this interface. I have to be somewhat cautious, right? Because it's a level 118. Purge usually means that there's nothing too big and bad. There's not probably a super monster. Although sometimes, I think because of the weak, there might be some super monsters. So you can see the damage starts going up in size. Not just the crits, but because of the heat vulnerability that gets getting added by crits, the numbers get bigger the longer they're subjected to it. It's also convenient that I can stand behind gear and do Molten Beam, stand behind different parts of the terrain. I'm doing a lot of backing up, aren't I? I'm pleased that I can still get damage in the 7,000s. But that's off spontaneous combustion. Once the character is burning, or the enemy is burning, they have to be in a state of burning. That's with the DOT on them. That's different from receiving heat damage. But once they are burning, you can do spontaneous combustion, and it does plus 1,000% damage. Oh yeah, does this armor pierce? Yeah, okay, great. Completely ignores armor. So not sure which passive tree that was, but I have the important one. And then it also does shield drain. And this one does shield charge too. So the other thing is that when I'm looking at my character, I'm almost always looking at their shield level. There's some weapons that go straight through shields, but my sense is that when the blue is gone and all there is red, it's time for this character to retreat. Because they're just not that strong defensively. So if they're taking that much firepower, it's time to back up. There's going to be like 1,000,000 hit points on that skull right here. Jeez, guys, die. Uh-oh.
Recoil, unclean.
I don't know if there's a timer on like the speed with which I must kill him. Oh, look at that. Look at all those shards. That's pretty. Would have liked to have seen some tarot cards from that, but I'll take all the shards. That map back up. Okay. I got my bug spray. That's this one. Oh, hey guys.
For the Emperor.
turn off my fire aurora so I can see the map a little better. Okay, so it's pretty much just this... I don't know what I would call that. A zigzag? Just trying to remember it so I don't have to keep looking at it. I'll pretty much just explore, keep everything on my left ooh, get my weapons back up. Just drop it in, guys. Let me see how many licks it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Too many. Die. Well, map is still useful. You know what I'm gonna try? Killing these guys. Yeah. Uh-oh. Those long-range kind of rifle guys, they seem to go straight through my armor or straight through my shield pretty quickly.
Repent.
Too late for repent, man. That's for sure. I lift this sword so that this sinner may repent in the next life. Not in 40k. Alright, I want to try changing where the camera is. And let me see if that's an option. Make it smaller, which is fine. I don't know about that. Let's put it down here. A little more dramatic. I don't get to see the map. Well, come on now. There we are. So I am the kind of person that will play the entire Revolution map up right in my face, even without the webcam on. But I think it looks better recording for a video not to do that. Uh-oh. Some sort of Psycher back there.
Now you are gone.
Those guys, man, with those guns. Get on the other side of that thing. The thing is that those guys are plebeians too. They're not really particularly unique, but they have the kind of firepower that actually hurts me. Long-range rifles. Alpha Legion snipers, they tend to be a foe of mine. Of course, any of the specialized Marines can be pretty dangerous. Even the regular Marines, depending on like the hazards for that mission. Hopefully I get some tarot cards. Have I gotten any? Let's take a look. I have one. That ain't cutting it. stand behind this column. Oh, they found me. Suckers. I'm hitting the space bar, which makes my character automatically seek cover. But sometimes you have to manipulate it because it'll put you in a weird spot in terms of your cover. Like maybe with your back to the enemy or something. Because it doesn't know inherently which side of the cover to go for. Stupid teleporter. Dropping my foes in. Wrong button. So for me, the stand still button, they originally put it here at the control as the control button, but I put it as the tilde. So like my one, you know, I hit the number 1, 2, 3. But now if I hit tilde, that means don't move. And it also means shoot. Shoot your weapon instead of waiting to shoot. Did I use all my enraged tokens? Ah, whatever. I'll get some more. Here we are. Got 20 already. I need a piece of gear. There's a piece of gear. It's not very common. I think can give you like 12 extra enraged tokens. So then you can have like 30 enraged tokens. I would love to find that. The other thing is that I don't, because all my powers are channeled, I don't burn through enraged tokens. I just use 1 enraged token per attack, or 2 because I have extra benefits that cost me more enraged tokens. Oh, you're the summoner. I remember that. He just one-touched me and I got suppressed. Help, help, I'm being suppressed. Does that help my suppression? I should do things to help my suppression more.
Off with you.
Alright. These souls are just like feeding me, or whatever he summons, it's just like actually giving me like life. Because then I can cool off my warp heat. I throw down more fire columns, and that like gives me more shield and life drain. I have life drain through my sword. I mean, that's also, those are some good percents. But that life drain applies to everything while I have it equipped. I think. Pretty sure. Certainly feels like it. So, when you start feeding me just like a bunch of scrubs, that's just kindling. That is kindling. This character is much more vulnerable to like elite and not having any scrubs around for me to feed on. Snipers and elites. But then elites, you know, I have that spontaneous combustion. It's just at monstrous levels of damage. So I do have a tool for dealing with those. Again, as long as I'm not super weak on heat. If it's not like a heat reflection that's really heavy or sort of heat immunity. I better move. They're like spitting stuff at me. two tarot cards. Uh-oh, I know. That thing is just a hit point sink. It looks like I just killed that other thing behind him as a side effect. Let's go this way first. Let's see, am I using 2? Yeah, I use 2 enraged tokens per attack. It's because you spend 1 enraged token per attack, but this item gives me 13% more damage too, for the reasons that you see listed. I don't even know what's happening there. It's got Angel of Death. Just kind of hit it and quit it. Angel of Death. And that thing has so many hit points. It's a beast of souls. Your soul is mine. Boop. Better run. Alright, that's not a lot of cover. Oh, there's a little thing over here. I should go. Did I miss it? I missed it. There we go. The vast number of people that I'm attacking simultaneously is effectively making it impossible for me to lower my hit points. Because I'm just like life draining all those people simultaneously. Let's have a barbecue. Alright, now it's just an elite. And I don't have a bunch of souls to feed on. So you can see how it's a little bit harder. I better move. Those poisonous clouds, DOT, can really ruin my day. So I got to keep them under fire so I can keep stacking the vulnerabilities. And so, oh my gosh, that guy stomped me. Get out of there. Come on, crits. He's like walking all the way back, huh? Fool. Thought I had cover. Guess not. Hey, it's a chest. Gotcha.
You serve the Emperor well, Inquisitor.
Anything else I wanted to check out? No. Maybe my inventory. Let's take a quick look at that. See how many tarot cards I did get. Probably less than were it an intel mission. However, I mean, the intel missions, you get harder hazards, and they start to add up. All right, I got 4. That's nice. 1 mission off the random. So, these aren't particularly good because they don't have enough enchantments, or their rules aren't interesting in their own right enough. Of course, I collect psalm codes. At this point, though, I have tons of gear to choose from, so I tend to judge gear by how many rules and enchantments it has. And then the relic level enchantment, which is this one that's in orange, you can't change that. So if it has a good rule, I also keep that. However, I don't have, for my build, I don't have a 6 enchantment piece of gear for everything that I want. Let's go sell this to the pawn shop. I got a lot of sparks of glory. I wonder how many aether blades can I make from these are all relic level? Wow. I wonder what kind of psychic focus I can make. Hey, that's good. Let's make this one. What do I have right now? Who cares? Let's make it anyway. I have so many sparks. Okay, let's go see what I generated. I think that looks like a much better thing. My new psychic focus. And that one has 6 enchantments. 8.6 is pretty good. Okay, well obviously I can re-roll the enchantments I don't like to Omicron. Seriously, that's actually pretty good stuff that I have. That one I just got. What is that? 41 million? That's a pretty good amount. You can go through $41 million when it comes down to it. When you start, here, I'll show you. I'll show you how you can go through $41 million. I would love to be able to add yet another socket. So one day I'll figure out what shock actually even does. But I'd rather just... Wait, so that's an increased critical hit chance in a enraged state? For some reason, I thought that was a bonus to damage. I might have been more excited than I should have. But it's still pretty good. And you obviously... I don't have crits on every mission, but I have them on most. And they do a lot of work. Okay, so now we're going to go modify it. I'm not even really looking at the score. Are these all... Okay, I can't re-roll that, but I can actually attempt... No, I can't change the value. Alright, I don't want this physical damage bonus. I'm like, I don't care about physical damage. No. Reflect? I don't know if a Psycher can even do that. So now you see how I spend all my money. Boo. All right. I'm going to go look at Mom's tool. This thing is cool. This is this one. This device right here. Look at this URL. Go look it up yourself. And what is so cool about it is that I can select something like a belt item. I really just want to see what I can do with the psychic focus. And there, this is a list of all the possible enchantments that I could roll for, in this case, that are primary. And what would I want? I would want something with a heat damage bonus, vulnerability bonuses. Hopefully I don't waste anything rolling, for tech adepts. All right, so obviously I'm not impressed with beer. What's going on? I don't know. Sometimes it has a glitch while I'm enhancing stuff, and then I just like go run a mission, and then it works. I'm not gonna ask. My strategy. Okay, I do a lot of pyromancy, so I'm not gonna yet reject that at this point. Let's go roll these other ones. Oh, I'm gonna wrong one. Of course, I cause bleeding, but I don't need experience because I am a level 100 character. That's me. This is my self-insert. I am a pyromania in this universe. I like DOT. DOT helps me. I'm okay with resistance. I don't really do much biomancy. There. Okay, there we go. So I've used like 3 million just getting here. Reroll values. Okay, 30% pyromancy psychic power. I don't know if I care about that. And let me look over here at the secondary. So these are the not as bright colored enchantments. Okay. Something to cause slow. That might be welcome. Or increase the chances of causing slow. Also, the DOT duration is pretty admirable. So I have 2. Physical resistance. I mean, adding stuff to your resistance is also good. All right, so it could be 8. So let's go try to get some bigger... Well, it couldn't be 8, huh? Did I bring it down? So now you know where all my money is. Yeah. Roll the dice. Get a perfect 20. Come on. This is what I was... Well, I hit the wrong button. I meant to be on... reroll values, but I clicked to reroll enchantments. Wait. I wonder why physical resistance is a secondary power. Are they secondary and primary powers for resistance? I don't think I knew that. There we go. Just straight up a heat bonus. Dare I try for 11? Ha ha! Alright, I'm feeling hot. 18. 16. 12. Come on, it's just a number between 1 and 7. Get me right. So yeah, I spent a lot of money here. I don't know that I spend money on much of anything else. Finally. You see, heat is more generic. Pyromancy is actually Molten Beam and Exterminate, which of course I use a ton of. But that doesn't mean Fire Rod or Force Rod is benefiting. Alright, this is a number between 1 and 18. A little harder to get a 20 on that. Natural 20 on that, isn't it? It's not a natural 20, it'd be a natural 18. However, the metaphor. The metaphor is sufficient. Pig's breath. Come on, man. What's up? This is like playing at a casino. I would have gone crazy if I didn't have that tool that showed me all the possible things. I mean, eventually I would have figured out that there's only a finite list of options, but I didn't know that initially, and I thought it was... I didn't know how big or how many options I could get by doing this. Dude, come on. Get me back to 28. Okay. I stopped. This is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and build the other psychic focuses and see if I can just get an 11 benefit on yeah, I'll take that. Take another one too. I don't see any reason not to build all of them. If any of them have like a better than normal critical hit benefit. Well, that one does, but it has fewer rules. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one. I'll keep that one too. And maybe one day I can figure out... I don't think I can figure out anything. I don't know. Disappointing. Like 2%. 3%. 2%. 2.4% difference between those two. It's a game of margins. Marginalia, specifically. Alright, I don't get 3, I mean, I get 1 red spark. I put in 3. Crafting. Alright, red stuff. I don't care about that. I do care about that. Except for the AoE effect, I don't really care. What is my sword right now? My main one causes a lot of stuns. Get a 100% chance to stun on the next kill. And then stunned enemies explode on kill, dealing blah 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 base damage. So you can see how that works together. And that also, I mean, that's a riff-raff clearer. When you like, especially if you kill a scrub, you can cause like a chain reaction where it just goes... It's pretty fun. Let me see if these if my teammates are around. Y'all around? I'm recording a bit. Was interested in recording a multiplayer mission. Them are words strung together. Somehow they form a sense of meaning to the people that hear them or read them. I have a lot of gear. So a lot of this, I seriously emptied my inventory, but then I hadn't emptied my inventory for my seasonal character, so I brought a lot of stuff in. 8%. Let me look at what my guy has for an eye. 6%? Ooh, that came from seasonal. Maybe I hadn't had a chance to like check it out yet. That's good. 11%? It goes that high? Oh, it's critical hit chance. I actually want the damage bonus. Although it can be fun to stack those critical hit things. Yeah, so here's the 100% chance to get an enrage token on kill. So if I know in advance there's going to be no critical hits, I will switch to this piece of gear so that I can still get enrage tokens. I don't always know in advance, and I don't carry it with me very often. Sometimes, you know, in multiplayer, you'll get pulled into a level pretty quick. I got some good stuff. I could have this signum, and I have a second signum that is almost the same. You can tell that I got this from my Tech Adept originally. My Tech Adept doesn't use enraged. Well, it does use enraged tokens, but it's not really all about offensive reduction for that character. What? Just, oh, a flat 29%. Let's play a mission. They're not around. Which mission should we do? Let's do an Ordos. These missions are a bit more like the Intel missions in that they tend to have, I don't know what I'm looking at. I think I got to talk to the Cherub. Gotta talk to this kid. Alright. Who can I max out quicker? I haven't ever maxed out any of these, so let's just try one. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, to be honest. Oh, I click on one of these, so purge. Let's go kill someone important. Oh, these guys are pushovers. They only do more damage. I mean, I gotta dodge damage. You're going to kill me if you can hit me in any serious way, you know, so they get more damage bonuses. Plus 42%, just straight up. Oh, and plus 40% warp resist. Well, warp resist is not going to help you. All right, hopefully I don't get hosed, right? Because this is for the Ordos, and I wanna actually move up that. I want to move up that thermometer. I got some funky software that somehow like knows to track my face or something. Wrong way. There you go.
The web of heresy and corruption is spun by powerful beings and perverted minds. Hunt their leaders, and this construct of evil
nothing
will
evil
come
easy
crashing
about
down.
this mission because of their damage bonuses. However, I mean, I'm not being subtracted 99% of my damage. Like, I think it was only 95%. That means I'm going to do 5 times as much damage as I did last go around. This is going to be Planet Fireball. This is what it's like in hell, guys. I got a preview for you. Yeah, I just got to keep everyone at a good range. They could probably kill me if they got a shot off. But I'm just nuking them. They're exploding left and right. Oh, let me look at my inventory real quick. I don't think I got any tarot cards. 0. Okay, so I used them. That's good. I like to set him to 0 to keep track of what is making me... DOT is my bane.
Death is a journey.
But I caught up to him. My exterminate must have been life draining and healed me. An unholy codex. That'll help my my cabal. Right. Whatever that explosion was, don't get caught up in it. How's that guy just doing 10 points of damage when he hits me? Alright, my warp heat's getting way up there, isn't it? Is it? I don't even know why I'm generating that. Doesn't seem that high. I guess that all got... I got high up my warp heat before those people died. When they died, I shed some degree of warp heat. Every time someone dies, a little warp heat. Something, something. How do I want to do this? Die.
So be it then. So be it.
So be it. I'm suppressed.
The war will eat me. The war will eat me alive. So be it then. For the Emperor.
Oh. Getting hairy. $29,000 points of damage on that one. I've done like 70,000. I've done 100,000. It, you know, in the modifiers. I mean, if I was playing on level 100 mission, this would already be over. All right, let's go here and destroy this place to the top first. Who knows what boss or monster guards? What am I? I have to kill someone, so it is a boss no matter what I do. Alright, I'm full on inoculators. So ever since I got this fire aura up, and it's a byproduct of this, having these combinations of psalm codes creates the psalm doctrine that creates that fire aura. I started realizing how many inoculators are available on every mission. And then the inoculator got a lot more useful for me, in my opinion. I don't always have it set to do mostly healing. Oops. Didn't realize that would trigger it. But you can also have it set to hurt you if you want to cause berserk tokens. You can make yourself faster. You can make yourself invulnerable briefly, I think. There's all sorts of stuff your inoculator can do. Look at the map. Everything dead over there. Looks like it. This thing can shoot through floors. Multi-beam is quite useful. Alright, who's the big boss? The big boss man. This is the big boss man. I'm Andre the Giant. A mere hell brute. Remember that thing I was saying about it's a mistake to summon chaff? Because I can feed on the chaff.
Success is measured in blood.
I suck their souls and turn it into shield and life. That's how I think of it. Just like Mortal Kombat. Your soul is mine. Ah! Your soul belongs. Your soul is fuel for the Empire now. You thought you pledged it to the Dark Lord, but no. If you've ever played a game called Chaos Gate. Yeah, it's a Space Marine. I mean, it's a Warhammer 40K clone, effectively, of XCOM. The original XCOM from the 90s. So a turn-based tactical game with isometric worlds in 3D space. But it's all on the ground. It's not like you're flying around very much. Although you do have jump packs. But it's a really cool game. I think it was well done. I like it. I have a lot of fun with it, and I think the audio on it is really incredibly good and really part of some of the most fun about the game. Whenever you kill a Chaos Marine, they're like, I pledge my soul to the Dark Lord. Or they'll say, I return to the Eye of Terror. Stuff like that. It's really great. And the introduction is just awesome. The opening minute of the video game. I love the voice work on it. You know, when you think of like some of the iconic elements of video games, I think sound gets overlooked quite a bit. Although when you really watch videos or history about important video games, they always do touch on the sound and how the sound chips changed. But I think in the general audience, it's like probably something you maybe kind of, I mean, you know it. I'm just thinking about how cool that original Sonic the Hedgehog game was with the sound. I mean, it had a lot of cool sounds, but it also had that very memorable Sega introduction. I don't know why I'm talking about that now. Can I go up here? No. Get out of there, dude. I did. Alright. Enough talking. Let's get to smacking people around. Where am I going? I got lost. Okay. I was talking too much. Need to make sure I win. Kill this guy. So I can't like go down levels, it seems like. That's too bad. Move please. There we go. This is my magic erase tool. Oh, that's the boss. Okay.
Fight fire with fire.
He's already pretty hurt. Yeah.
Success is measured in blood.
Is it some sort of pathfinding thing that it doesn't do that? Because I certainly have used this to go through paths that I can't with the Aether Blade. For example, if I hit one, you know, I move really fast, but I actually move. I'm not teleporting. So I can't just... I have to walk around the thing before I can use the Aether Blade. But I can get out of a jam when I'm surrounded by using the teleport. Alright, map. You are here. Alright, you guys are in for a bad day. DOT, flamethrowers are a problem. They can definitely hurt you. If I had been a Puritan, this character would have a slightly more optimal situation. First off, playing as a Puritan in the game, it's hard. You have to be such a jerk. You really do. Puritan asshole. But you get slightly better gear. And one piece of gear I wish I had was a suit of armor that ignores DOT effects. I used to have, I mean, I had it, but I couldn't use it. I didn't get any of the bonuses from it because it's Puritan and I am radical. There's a lot of things in this game where you can change your character after the fact, but you actually have to redo the story in order to have a morality. See that? I just killed one and then it caused a chain of explosions from the stun effect that I have. I just killed someone, the next character I hit stunned and I killed them, and because they were stunned they exploded, and then that explosion just caused them all to explode. They all suffered the same, immediately stunned, immediately exploding, causing the next guy to die. It was a good chain reaction. It's pretty fun when you can get them all to go time to move.
Now you are gone.
This guy's a firebug. I get it, bro. You want to be just like me. Where's that map? Is everybody dead? Except for you? Let's make sure I killed your friends. Alright, big boss man. Oh, I just ran right into that. Ha 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 ha! What did I get smacked down? Alright, mano a mano,
That's
one
our
on one.
last chance, Inquisitor. Now or never.
Alright, will I win? Will I die? I want to go over here. No, I don't. Get that inoculator. Alright, I mentioned that elites are harder than, like, chaff. This guy doesn't seem to... Wow, that is a big flamethrower. Holy cow. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to, like, nuke this guy and run. Oh, he does have souls for me to feed on. Oh, he ran at me. I'm stuck. He totally killed me. Alright, well, I got smacked.
Failure is the most terrible punishment of all.
It is, and that was an Ordos mission. That's too bad. Well, I'll see if I can do that again. Not that. What was that? Come on. I'm so dead. Man, that guy was tough. That flamethrower had incredible reach, and then he managed to stun me, and I couldn't move. I couldn't even seem to get my sword to work so that I could just, like... I bet I would have gotten a lot of tarot cards off of that had I successfully killed him. 0. Seriously. Did I not kill everyone else but that guy? And you give me 0? A random vulnerability? That one's good. This eye implant. I don't know what eye implant I currently have. I don't have what? That's probably my implant. Somehow it got mixed in there. Sheesh. Alright, let's try that again. This time with a better outcome. If they'll let me. I didn't finish that I know of. Dying fails the mission. Alright. I have quite a challenge ahead of myself. And there's a timer. And they gain damage bonuses every 20 seconds. So how far am I on the Venom card? How much further do I have to go? 21, and then I'm on level 4. That'll be nice. Once I get to level 5 on that card, I expect to fill out the rest very quickly. I started getting quite a few cards. Once in my seasonal character, I had a level 5 Venom card, and I really did start collecting quite a few tarots quickly. All right, have to deal with the shame of losing the last one. The shame, the shame.
Auger scans indicate extremely lethal outbreaks in this area. We have managed to find the source. Data construct shows temporal rifts and increased warp activity. Extreme caution advised.
All right, I just got to keep the map up. No time. Caution. It's time to kill again. I will take out my revenge on their body and soul in a grave they'll rot in. Especially these guys. These guys are already putrefied. Putrefied, rotting corpse, missing body parts. Dissected. Torso leaks. What is the next lyric? Wound and pus seeps. But oh yeah, I'm gonna kill you all. Because I'm killing them fast enough, my warp heat stays pretty low.
For the Emperor!
Checking the corners. We're doing okay on time. We'll have to see when we actually get to one of these puzzles, how tough, you know, the enemies around these boss areas are. Someone shot at me, but they exploded so fast I couldn't even tell what they were. Alright guys, start dying. Help me cure my warp heat. Are they coming? Oh, it's just those little dudes. Alright, I'm expecting more resistance around these glowing marks on the map. None yet. Where's the resistance? Maybe it'll wake up when I kill it?
Purgation protocol completed.
Stay away from that gas. Ah, get out of there! Go stand right here. Oh, there they are. That's a lot of dudes.
Off with you!
I think those things aren't activated to find me yet. They didn't know. After they spawned, they didn't know to go be active because I was hiding. I think that's what was happening. There's a ramp here, huh? That time I was able to go down the level. Okay, I think I've been here. I have deja vu.
I need to analyze this essence, but it is deadly.
Alright, I need to gain some of my energy back. My suppression. I will chill here for a second. Okay, it's back.
Imperial reconnaissance forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal. Immediate action required.
Those guys are
Reconnaissance
so
force relieved.
closed.
Send basic, follow and protect order to the survivors.
Ready to fight! Charge! I said charge!
No, guys, I want you to stay here. Don't charge. It's actually nice to have these guys because they draw fire. And they'll like stay still while I'm zooming around, attracting all the heat. Alright, last thing to kill.
For the Emperor!
I don't get what is up with this. Like, 44,000 on that one.
For the Emperor!
Nago-based contamination neutralized.
Oh, I forgot that wasn't the last one. Okay.
Charge! Charge!
Did all those guys die when that ogre charged us? I should have been backing up to help them. Or knock that ogre off his path, because that entire crew of dudes were just killed by that one ogre's charge. I think. I thought they would last a little longer than that. Boy, so there's a little space over here, huh? Ooh. It's good stuff. Going for the kill. Oops, that's not how you go for the kill. Space magic. The best kind. It's got to be self-evident that space magic is greater than any other kind of magic. And watch this guy explode.
The samples you collected are priceless for the future research of warp-borne pathogens and toxins. We also saved innumerable Imperial citizens.
See, I can't tell with her because, I mean, she's actually slightly more compassionate than, like, say, Omicron. That guy doesn't give a fuck about killing people. She actually seems to at times, befitting of a doctor. When she says that, I almost think she's like, oh yeah, and who cares? We also saved some people, but no one gives a shit about that. But I don't think that's really how her character intends to say that, and that's not how her character tends to act. She actually seems decently compassionate. I mean, she goes around to places researching pathogens so she can heal people. And she has a deep-seated hatred of the Dark Eldar from her childhood. So you actually know way more about that character and her motivations, certainly than you do about Omicron. Captain Van Winter, I guess you do know her motivations, but you don't know anything about her youth like you do with that woman that had just spoke to us. All right, let's get out of here. I am through. Y'all have a good night.